live. Okay. Just to wait for it to go straight in. All right. So I'm so excited to be here with Shakuntali from Russia, and she's such a goddess, and we're going to be sharing some about the work that she does over there in Russia for working with women and goddesses. And I'd love to hear, just before we get started, to share a little bit about your background and how you got started as a leader, as a teacher, as a healer, and how this all developed for you. If you'd like to share. So share, how did this all get started for you?
My life, my teachings.
Yes, exactly.
The first I want to say that you need to read the book after that, because there is all my very long story about how in this life you can know your individuality, your predestination, and you start to don't listen no one and start to follow your mission, and how this is my child, like my child. Yes, and in reality I started in my 6 years old. Yes, when no one support me, my wishes to help other people. But only in 12 years old, at 12 years old, when I meet my master, yes, my guide, I start to consciously develop me and start to help people, and from very young age. Yes, and this is because this is my passion from the childhood. I wanted to help when I was in 6 years old. I wanted to heal my mother friends who came to her. I wanted to heal, but they always thought that I'm crazy. Yes, I'm crazy, that I'm not normal child. And if you can read book after that, there is described about how in my 12 years old I come to the psychiatric clinic. Yes, and I was a healthy child, but doctors, yes, make me with the different medicine, make me that I can be very calm, yes, without any energy. Yes, because my super abilities opening in the past, when I saw different spirits, I saw the aura of the people. I can see the future, the everything. What in reality have every child, but I'm very different from others, because I'm all my life, all my life doing only one thing. Yes, I'm until these days I have the same dream, I have the same goal, and I think I am more near, more near. Of course, it's very big and huge, yes, to save this world, but very, very little steps I'm going there. Of course, thank you, my people, thank you, my followers, thank you, all people who already do this spiritual work, who do yoga, different practices. I am very respect everyone, because together, only together, we can save this world.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. I really believe that the world is, it's actually interesting because there's a knowing that everything is in divine and perfect order. And at the same time, we can all evolve, right? So we can grow. And that's why people like us are in the world, so that we can offer some guidance to those who are struggling or who are suffering. And there is a lot of suffering happening in the world right now. So it's very important for people to keep putting out the light and sharing wisdom and guidance for anyone who might be struggling on the path or going through a hard time. Do you have any stories that you want to share about a challenge that you faced in this life that you were able to overcome, and how you did that, and how that made you a stronger person and led you to become who you are today?
I have a million stories, because all my life, like adventures, yes, adventures, and it was very sometimes it was very hard stories, yes, for me, for my heart, because it was connected with my parents, yes, who it seems like you have some very near people, yes, in the childhood, But if these people don't support you, yes, you can say stop and, for example, go to depression or make suicide. Now it's a lot of the situations, yes, when people don't want to leave. And I was in this situation, yes, when I was 12 years old, when I can you imagine, you have a great goal, you are inspired, yes, you feel what you need to do, you feel your inner voice, you feel your heart, but you cannot find in this world no one person, no one being, yes, who say, yes, do it. Yes, do it. You need to do it. I support you. I will try to help you to pray. I don't know how, but I'm really, it's amazing that you have some goal. And I didn't have this. And can you imagine, like a little child, like teenager in that time? I was in this situation, what a lot of people now are in this situation. Yes, they are like between life and between death. Yes, they don't see the future, the light in the future, because no one support them. And I, in my childhood, I'm praying a lot. I only believe in the God, and I believe that exists angels, spirits, God, and different beings who maybe who maybe some people don't see them, but sometimes feel that someone guide you. And I always ask help to these my guides, yes, that they show me how exist these people who not only support me, but will show me and help me how I can fulfill my mission. And of course, in 12 years old, it was this situation when I met my master, and who support me in this mission and say, yes, Shakuntali, now you will be Shakuntali and you will be the bird of the freedom, your name, and you will fly and you will help people to be free. And I'm from 19 years old, I started to fly around the world. I was in the 35, I think more now, 35 countries, when I'm going and teach women how they can be happy, like a woman of power. I teach these knowledges, what we really need to learn in the schools and universities. Yes, we don't have these knowledges. When the people go to the universities, they have like maths, yes, biology, different subjects, yes, what they in reality don't need to have in this life. For example, how you can use maths, yes, to meet your soulmate, yes, to
Right.
what is the distance between me and my partner. Yes,
Right.
like, and I always in my time when I was in school, I never learned these knowledges. I always call the children, we go to the forest, and I always be like enemy to the teachers, yes, and they don't love me because I always take all the children and say them they don't need to learn knowledges in the school. Yes, because I always living with this feeling that I don't need to waste my time. Every minute, every second is like a treasure in this world. God give us this life, and every minute this is like a treasure, and I need to be useful not only for myself but for others too.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I feel that that's like something that most people are looking for, like their life purpose, like what am I really here for? And in all of the ancient wisdom from different books, they talk about that, like the self-inquiry of discovering your true purpose of being born. And then once you discover that, to be committed to staying connected to that so that you can fulfill your highest, maximize your highest expression of this life. And once you discover what that is, which it's so beautiful that you did, then I feel like a lot of things do start to fall into place, and there is support that shows up that starts to kind of like give you that glimpse of confirmation that you're on the right path. And then once you're following your bliss, is the way I like to call it, which is basically like moving in the path that feels really good to you, and that you're supported, and that you're able to serve the world, and you're able to to maximize your potential here. So that's like living in alignment with Dharma. And when you're doing that, then a lot of different types of support can show up for you. So what happened after that? So you were traveling around the world helping people, doing, what were you doing, like workshops? What was your work that you were focused on in the beginning? How were you helping people the most?
I'm helping people in the very different ways, yes, but my main focus is to gather people into the retreats, in the big international tours, in the place of power. Yes, every 2 times a week I gather people in the very big international tours, like we go to India, Mexico, in Siberia too. Yes, and I want to connect people with the nature and the people, and connect them with their soul and with their individualities. This is the biggest goal, because when people are together, happening miracles. Yes, because, and this is situation what's happening now with the coronavirus. Yes, always God with different disasters wants to show us that we need to gather together. We don't need to separate. And I try in different ways to separate people. I teach other people how they can gather other people together. Yes, because
Yeah.
I have a lot of the leaders whom I teach. Yes, I educate different leaders of the groups, of the feminine groups, that they working without me. Yes, like because I have a lot of the students, and I need to have more leaders, yes, the women who can provide these practices more, yes, and share more. And everyone who wants to learn, yes, I have this school, yes, the Global Spirit School, which teach the people who can be leaders. And I focus that we can gather more and more. But of course, now at this moment, I work more online. Yes, because of this situation. But of course, I provide the individual sessions, group sessions, to help people in their individual problem. And I use very different methods, because people very different. Yes, some of people believe in mystics, in the shamanism, for example. Of course, I will take my drum and I will use all my hereditary knowledges, yes, what I learned, what is in my blood, yes, with the shamanism. But for example, if the person are more, don't believe in the shamanism, don't believe in the spirits, but people believe that exists subconsciousness, yes, that everything is in our head, I work with them with a good method. Yes, good method. This is working with subconsciousness. This is like more deep method, like hypnosis. You know the hypnosis, yes, but this is more deep and more go in the more deep levels of our being. And sometimes I use only good words to speak with the people, and if people are open, they already in the first meeting receive healing. Yes, and they say, I don't know what happened, but I feel all my problems start to solve.
Oh,
And I think the strongest method, this is what I learned in my life. This is love to all people, and this is the big healing method.
that's so beautiful. So, where did you study for this? Like the different is there a Russian shaman? Because I've had a lot of experiences with different types of shaman, from the indigenous tribal shaman from Amazon, like in the South America, or like Africa as well, and Balinese. But do you have in Russia specific types of shaman there?
If you will read different books, yes, if you maybe someday you will meet some people who know about shamanism a lot. Yes, that the first shamanism, the biggest shamanism, like a base, it was Siberian shamanism.
Oh,
This is
wow, nice.
Siberian shamanism, and from the Siberian shamanism came all different traditions. Yes, and this is like a main basic understanding about the spirits. And I'm in these traditions because in my lineage was the shamans. Yes, who holding all the tribes. Yes, and I have in the blood this all the rituals. I know how to do it. Yes, I when I was born in the usual poor family with a lot of conflicts between mother and father. Yes, I was educated. I know why, because that I can be so strong. Yes, I have very difficult childhood. But in my very far generation, there was the shamans. Yes, and because of that, when I born, I already know how to do the rituals. Yes, I take the different plates. Yes, and start to make some sounds. I'm doing different music with some dishes in the kitchen with with some.
You were doing that when you were a kid?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
always making some music and I make some rituals and I come to my mother and say, oh, you have a pain in your head. Now I will heal you. Yes. And this is all my childhood was like that. I always run in the forest. I sleep like a lot of days in the forest. All my parents start to looking for me, searching. And this is like shamanism blood. Yes. This is my being, essence. This is my main, because I feel, yes, I meet a person, I feel this person, everything. I feel and see his past, present, future. I feel that this is I am, and because of that I can make this diagnostic of predestination of their talents. And only after that I start to like my knowledge is to like working more with subconsciousness. I understand that people very different. I cannot come to everyone and say, let's do shamanic ritual. Yes.
Right. But a lot of people are open to it now, and it's really a
Yes.
beautiful thing, because I feel that the time of history that we're in is really good for that. Like, people are more and more turning to shamanic healing, because the traditional medicine, the traditional doctors are just not really doing it, and so I feel, and actually a lot of the shaman that I know have been feeling this for a while, that it's all shifting now, and that shamanism is the way of the future in terms of true healing. Because from my experience with many years of shamanism, even my mother, she was kind of shamanic, is that, it's like going to the core of the issue instead of trying to put a band-aid on the top, and it's like most of the time, if we're having some issue in life, it's because, it's something very deeply rooted, whether it's past life or it's from the childhood, it's in the psyche, it's in the subconscious, it's in
Mhm.
the unconscious mind, it's in the very deepest layer, and you can't give a pill for that, right? So I really feel it's a perfect time in history for people to really move towards working with people like you, and people that have an experience and ability to heal through the natural way, through shamanism. So
Yes.
it's such a beautiful thing. Tell me,
Every
what do you was there something that happened to you that you had that you were able to, let's say, like, heal through the path of shamanism for your own? Was it like health? What was it that you were dealing with the most, physically or like emotional, mental? What kind of issues did you have that you felt this type of shamanism has really been beneficial for you? Or if you have a story about somebody that came to you, and how that helped them, that would be really interesting to hear.
I have a lot of stories because every day I'm working with so many people, but in reality they have very similar problems. But for example, the people, a lot of now women who are lonely, yes, who are lonely and they cannot find their partner, their soulmate, and they're struggling after in that. And they come and exists problem, yes, that sometimes this is not this problem of this woman. Yes, she can born with a very good predestination, with the good astrology planets, yes, with the good qualities inside of her, of her soul. She can have a lot of successful situations in her destiny, but she live unsuccess, unhappy. Every day she feel depression, and she don't know how to be happy. And I see this when this woman come, I see in her womb, yes, that there is some black like spot, yes, which hidden this woman from her soulmate. If this woman can be, for example, this soulmate can stand like 1 meter from her, yes, but she will never feel that this is her soulmate. And because her womb, this is karma of her feminine lineage. Yes, and I help these women, yes, through the ritual of shamanic ritual, to separate from them and to change all the destiny in the next generations. Yes, because if woman will not clean herself, will not understand, yes, what she need to do, how she need to live, all these influences will come to the next generation, to the next girls who will born in these lineages. Or for example, sometimes people come with a lot of addictions, yes, the drug addiction, some addiction to the food, yes, consumerism, and they can all the time in their life use to do not useful things. They waste time, and they understand that, and they ask help.
Yeah.
And when these people come, I see a very big and huge spirit, yes, who take these people and not allow these people move, yes. And because of that, these people feel that they do one step forward and two steps back. Like all life is like not moving. Yes, people can have a beautiful dreams, but they cannot come there. They cannot take this dream, yes, and live in this dream, because these spirits, very big spirits, and they take them. And I'm like a shaman, and I need to, I fight every day with these spirits because they are so huge and powerful. And really, this is always ask Shakuntali, how we can see who is real shaman and who is not real shaman.
Yeah.
Like who is or shaman, for example, or first level who only practice, and who is shaman who is really practice. And I always say, yes, if you help people, yes, 24 hours, and you always fighting with these demons, with these dark forces, yes, this is really lifestyle. This is not, it cannot be like your business or something like that. It cannot be like your hobby that you make like 3 hours a day, and other day you like drink coffee or something, go with the friends. Yes, no, this is something very different. And because of that, I always say this is like destiny. This is destiny, when this is your path where you cannot do nothing. Because can you, to fight with this demon of addiction, for example, this is very huge your power to help to separate this person. And this is like only one thing what you can do in this life. And this is my life, and I give my life for this, like a sacrifice for all humanity. And because of that, 24 hours I'm helping people, and I sleep only 3 hours, only
Wow.
3 hours, sometimes two. And people think, say that this is like super ability. Scientists always want to make different researches about me. They hunting. I always ask, please, we will give you a lot of money. We need to show the people that exists this. But I don't want to of course, to waste time. But I have some videos in my YouTube channel, yes, where sometimes in my life I dedicate some 2 hours for these researches. But it was hard for me, yes, to go to these medicine machines, yes, to my brains, to working with my brains, my bones. And but
Wow.
they find something something not usual, what exists, what can have a human.
Let me ask you, because I have some people asking a question. Someone asked, how can you use shamanism to protect you from entities or demons? Do you have a response for that question?
Of course, this is very important questions, because around of us, a lot of these entities, yes, these dark forces. For example, if you don't have a protection, you can go in some supermarket in for 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes you can change your state. For example, how you can recognize that these entities influence you. For example, you have a good mood, good emotions, yes, and suddenly you go somewhere, contact with different people, and suddenly you have sadnesses. Sometimes you want to make suicide, yes, and you need to understand that this is not yours. This is not yours. In
Yeah.
the book after that, yes, we described a lot about this. And how you can protect. I have a lot of the practices in my YouTube channel. This is practices of Sampo. These very energetical practices which can separate you you need to have a power. You need to be more powerful than these entities, and you need to understand that they influence you. And because I show people how to do these practices, sampo. This is temple practices, what I learned when I was from 12 to 19 years old. I was learned all these 7 years, these practices, how we can separate. This is only energetical practices, and of course you need to have your objects of power, yes, who have a light spirits inside, who can protect you. Yes, for example, in this my object of power, if you can see.
Oh, wow.
Yes, here living the big green bird, I don't know this word in English, with this so big tail, beautiful feathers, green.
Oh, yeah. Where
Yes.
did you get that?
What?
Where did you get that?
Yes,
Uh, Yeah.
this is present from the temple. Yes, when I it was so a lot of years ago in the temple, priestess give me this like initiation when I started to heal people.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and more than 20 years ago, and
Beautiful.
it protects me, and I always wear when I want to like give people healing energy, because when they look on these objects of power, they receive different energy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
because of that, you never can see me like a usual person. I always with the objects of power. Yes, I always show people how to be a woman of power, because woman of power cannot be like usual. Yes, now in the world, a lot of people wearing jeans and different trousers, big different, what is not feminine. Yes, and in that way, the dark spirits influence people because they are not protected. Yes,
Oh,
why, for example, in the ancient times, queens, priestesses, shamans always wear some not usual like for others things. Yes, because they have a responsibility for their people, and they invite in their lives the attention from the powerful spirits. Yes, because
wow.
why? Because of that, all shamans have like very colorful and very powerful costumes. Yes, I have shamanic costumes too, and you can see maybe in my videos on the
Yeah.
retreats. Yes, and this is
What's
with
your I have a quick question. So your YouTube channel, is it your name, Shakuntali?
Shakuntali Siberia.
That's your YouTube channel name? Like if it was youtube.com/.
Yes, Siberia. Shakuntali.Siberia.
Okay. So I'll make sure to put that in the description for everybody so that they can come to your channel, and I'll also put like any of your other, like your website and everything like that. I had a few people um just continuing another question. Someone said the reason that they were asking about the protecting of the evil spirits because they were keeping them addicted to things like porn, and it was starting and then when they started mindfulness meditation, it began to be less, and then I started to see and experience sleep paralysis. So this person was wondering, you know, in terms of different things, maybe they can reach out to you and they could get a better grasp on that. So I'll just say, you know, for anybody who's asking questions, I'll put the link for Shakuntali's YouTube and also her website and ways that you can connect to her, so you can ask her directly like what she would suggest, or like work with her one-on-one, or go to one of her retreats. You know, I always encourage that. Like I like to encourage people to be around healers. Like if you
Yes.
know, everybody who comes into this world has something to heal, whether it's ancestral karma, things from your family lineage, can be from your childhood, can be from your current situation, but we all have things that we need to heal. And when I think of the word healing, it's really like, you know, getting to the point where you're clear of any negative emotions that are attached to those experiences. And sometimes those experiences play themselves out in our experience of what we attract, who we attract, where we, you know, find ourselves, in the types of emotions that we experience. This is all a message, right, that's leading us to know what we need to look at. And so if your heart is having pain, or if you're having a lot of negative thoughts, or if you're having addictions, or if you're having a lot of conflict, this is just your soul letting you know that you need to do some work on yourself on the inside. And the best way, I really believe in it, is to find somebody who's a healer, who's a shaman, who knows what's happening inside, or you can see inside your mind into your energy field, and can like say, okay, we call it kind of like spiritual surgery, where you can literally, like, somebody who's trained like Shakuntali, to go in and just like help you to release that. And once you release it, the beautiful thing is you can really let it go. And that's the beautiful path that we're suggesting, is that, it can be a permanent healing. And then from there, you feel so much lighter, you feel more free, and you
Yes.
can attract better things into your life. You can create more freely from your true higher self, align with your purpose, and then just live the life you're meant to live, instead of like dealing with this inner conflict all the time. Somebody's asking another question. It said, Shakuntali, what are your astral projections like? When I project, the astral realm is empty without life. So Strum Carlin is asking this question. So
Astral, what is it?
astral projections, do you have any kind of description for that experience?
Astral projection?
I think they mean like in terms of meditations, but I'm not sure. Astral projection. Maybe they're gonna kind of like, make it more clear this question. Another person said, I didn't project, though I was waking up and I felt energy being drained from my left arm. Before I opened my eyes, I saw a reptilian with its arms outstretched in a red, yellow um, outfit. So yeah, I guess these people who are asking, they're having like some visitations from what seems to be like reptilian, alien types of energies. And this is happening more and more. I actually know a lot of people who have reported being visited by what they consider like alien energies, and out of body experiences, and that,
Hmm.
like implanting. And maybe you could talk on that. Like, I have a friend even that feels that an alien implanted a technology into him, and it's been, like, been positive in a way, because it's causing his consciousness to evolve very rapidly, but it's actually very painful. And do you have any insight into that kind of thing, like alien, reptilians, people that are experiencing this?
I have a very big experience, yes, with the aliens. Yes, if you when I was in the when I traveled in the Spain, Barcelona. Yes, in Barcelona, a lot of the interviews take from me about that. Because in my childhood, yes, and after my childhood, I have these experiences to meet aliens, in not in the like travelings in the subtle world, but I had it in the physical way, when in the very special island in Siberia, in Baikal Lake. If you know Baikal Lake, this is the most deepest and mystical lake in Russia, in Siberia. Is the deepest, and there is the uh, very clean water, and this is very famous. You can look Baikal Lake, and there is the
Okay.
island, yes, because it's very big. And there I was meet these aliens. The good, because exist, yes, good aliens and not good UFO. And in reality, if we can contact with the good aliens, especially from the Sirius. Yes, we know that Sirius, if you know, this is the brightest star. Yes, where all the creatures who living there, they already make order, and they're only love. Yes, like what we want to do here, make order on our planet Earth, but in that star, these creatures already have this order, and this is aliens always look on us, always want to find the special people, yes, more open heart people, through whom they can give different messages, yes, through whom they can make a channeling sometimes, yes, but these people need to be with very open hearts, because now people now it's very famous, this channeling, yes, but in reality sometimes people think that they speak with Jesus Christ, but in reality they speak with the dark forces, and they channeling the dark forces. Because to channel something light, yes, we need to prepare very much. We need to be so clean from our thoughts, yes, from our blockages, from our inner own like opinion. We need to don't eat like maybe 2 weeks without any food, yes, without any with in the prayers, yeah, that we can channel something good. And of course this person needs to do a lot of the kind things, yes, help others, to make a charity, yes, to support others, love others, be a kind person. And through these people, a lot of the aliens can come through the meditations, through the dreams. Yes, sometimes during the daytime, you like suddenly something happening, you feel love or something like that. Yes, unconditional love they can share with these people. And I always say, all my students, all the people, that please, you need to become better person every day. Open your heart, yes, to be more kind, and through you will speak different beings, creatures who exist, and they really want to help us, but they cannot help us in this horrible world now with a lot of darknesses, because people now it's of course awakening happening step by step. Now it's more better, but we need to with every day improve, and we need to think about our development very seriously, because now this is the first, the development need to be in our first top of our values. Yes,
Yeah.
because before that, before coronavirus, this tragedy of in our world, yes, people have values like to have a good car, to have a good house, and if to have a good family, and if this is good, okay, after that will be development, my self development after that. Yes, before
Yeah.
I need to working hard, yes, I need to have money, I need to be make a career, and after that I will develop. But this is not good way. This is not correct way. The first way, we need to to have this wish to develop, yes, to become more kind person, to want to discover God in this life. And after that, we will have a lot of power, and all these things will come to us, because God will give everything what you need in this life. Yes. For example, I never wanted in my life to have some cars, to have some material things. I always wanted to know who is God and who am I, and
Yeah.
how I live. Yes, I do this, and I have everything in my life. Yes, I don't have my own car. Yes, I don't have living place for living in reality. Yes, because I'm always traveling, and my home is Siberian forest. Yes, but how God organized this. I have a every week I traveling in the different places, and I have always house. I have everything. People give me a different presents. I don't need to wish to have this. I wish to help people, and I wish to develop. This is and God spirits give this, and I always teach people that you need, of course, maybe you don't have this destiny like Shakuntali, yes, like this crazy life, yes, but you need to live like these cosmic rules. The first, you need to think about your development, because if you have power, if you have knowledges, if you have super abilities, everything will come to you, everything what you need, and in the best way. Like our students, for example, a woman go to the seminar, yes, say to her family, I will go to some retreat, yes, and I want to do some practices. Of course, she for her it was very difficult, because society always say, no, you need to be good mother, you need to be at home, you need to cook, you need to do these
Yeah.
things. But woman can say, okay, wait me a little time, you are very big, very big children, yes, you can do everything by yourselves, but give me my time, and I will turn back, and you will see how I will change. And really, woman come, and she do some 5 days or 3 days retreat, she doing some practices, and she come, and her husband give her flowers. Before that, never he give her this
Oh,
present. And
wow.
because she is different woman, yes, suddenly this husband start to work in the very he start his business, own business, yes, and he start to receive a lot of money, abundance, and he buy the house, yes. So children are happy, children have education, children have money to traveling, yes. And this is because of the woman, because woman have this energy to change everything,
Yeah.
in her family.
That's so beautiful. It's so true. And I think that people need to understand the power that we have inside of us. And that's one of the benefits of working with shaman, is that it helps you to clear all the things that block that power, because the power that we have is connected to source. So if we have that connection very strong and nothing blocking it, everything is coming, right? So that's the beauty of getting clear. So I like to call it clear, right? It's just like no blocks to the flow. Um,
Yes.
Let me ask you a question, because you talked about the star Sirius, and actually my son, I was born with that star is like conjunct for my son, so it's like very, that's my star. Sirius. But what do you know about it specifically? The only thing I've read a lot about it, it's very beautiful, good things I've read, but in terms of, like if you're in astrology, do you have experience with astrology? Because from what I've read about it, it seems very positive, and like Dalai Lama has this star also in his sun. But do you have anything like insight about this kind of thing, like when you're like for me?
Is one thing what I want, why I give you with you this interview, yes, because we already was with you meet in this star series.
Oh,
Yes, because yes, this is why you are doing now these great things, yes, to helping people, yes, why you God help you to be like popular, yes, because you have this inner like code, inner remember, you remember this promise, you promise these creatures, yes, to make order here, and you came here for the reason, yes, to make here order. Maybe you don't know how, but sometimes you remember this, sometimes you remember, you feel that this is like my main thing, yes, main thing, yes, I don't know how, but I try to do it. Yes.
yeah, like my whole life I always felt it. Is it
Yes.
from the birth, or it's something that comes in and after, like after you're already alive for a little while?
This is special people from the Sirius, yes, and our big goal in this life in Earth to find each other,
Mm.
to find each other, people who are with a different mind of from society. This is something different. And for example, you always can see when people, I know I always see people from the Sirius in 1 second. Yes,
Oh, really?
this is
Ah, you can?
something, maybe you, if you will, if you tune, you see them too. This is like something, oh, this is this person.
That's
Yes,
cool.
because some of them can working in the different like in the office, yes, maybe the people like in sometimes people using drugs because they don't they like
They can't handle the energy, maybe.
they
And so
lost.
they,
Yes,
is that
but
why?
they are these people, and we need to find them. This is people who really like, for them, inner value, very, very inner. This is this unconditional love to make the peace in this world.
Mm.
Yes, and these people, we need to find them and support them, and to give them this opportunity to serve this planet. And your son, yes, the special, your son, it was born like Indigo Child. This is your present, because when Indigo Child, in Indigo Child, this is like
Mhm.
crystal child, yes. This is the souls who born with the mission to save this world. Yes, they are very clever, with the super abilities, they can see the spirits, energies. And when woman have mother have this child, it means that this mother is blessed, and so she have a so wide karma, yes, that she have a child like a present, because this child always he's special, and he really we need to support him to that he can develop his
Yeah.
talents and help humanity. And our world need these children, because now born more the low level souls, yes, from the darkness, because a lot of, you can see a lot of children playing the computer games, yes, a lot of the days, and with a lot of different diseases, addictions. and we don't need to allow this happen, and to help this our new generation to grow in the healthy surrounding. Yes, and because of that we need to be examples, all people. And in reality I'm doing my work. Yes, I'm working with a woman. My like a biggest goal is that I can help women be examples for the children, because if we don't have these schools of real temple schools where we can learn real knowledges, yes, about astrology, about our talents, about our individuality, how to find the soulmate, what is our predestination. But we need to be these examples. Of course society cannot like change like in 1 second, yes, but we women need to be this who educate these children, need to be with the correct mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me ask you, just because you were just talking about soulmates, do you believe in twin flames? And if so, what's your view on that? Like, how do you uh, perceive this? Because it's very popular now, the topic about twin flames.
Yes, it's popular in all the time when the human live on the planet.
Well,
Everyone, yes, everyone of course wants to have love, yes, in life. In reality wants to have love, and this is something very like global thing. But in our society, yes, is like template of program that we need to find like one person, we need to fall in love in this person and go be until the end of this life. Yes, in reality, yes, of course the people can find their person, but the first, this with this soulmate, the person need to communicate in the subtle world. Yes, through the different rituals. For example, at my retreats I provide these rituals, the woman becoming so beautiful with the flowers in her head, with the like a bride, yes, looking like a bride. And I make this that people feel what is really what this woman wants, what this, who is this partner. And only after this meeting the women can meet this man, maybe, yes, or woman, yes, partner in the physical body. But in reality this love what we searching for and searching, yes, all life, this is love not from the physical person. Yes, this is some maybe part of this, but we searching for love. We want to make relationships with the God. Yes,
yeah,
because this is when we will find the relationships with the God, we will feel that we are complete.
yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
partner, this is like a little part, for example. And because of that I always teach women that we need to make relationships with everything.
Hmm.
relationships relationships with the your family, children, relationships with the nature, relationships with the children, with the God, with the spirits. Yes, and partner, this is like one of this part. And
Yeah,
if you live by cosmic rules, if you develop, woman develop, and of course God will give her correct man. Women are very they don't know this knowledge, temple knowledge, like knowledge of how to choose the correct man. And they always mm, every man can come to them and say I love you, and that's now, yes, this is my partner. But sometimes no, it can be a very opposite partner with a very black karma and with a lot of the diseases, and like, and the women waste time. They think, oh, maybe someday, yes, he will change, or maybe we will know each other. But in reality, no, we need to know the knowledges how to choose our partner. We
yeah,
need to prepare for that and act. And everything happening now opposite. Yes, people don't develop, don't know how to invite correct soulmate in her life, and they are very without any patience. Yes, they want to like tomorrow. I want to have tomorrow partner.
right.
This is tomorrow partner will be for one night or 1 week or 1 month, and that's all. But woman of course can lose a lot of energy, and this is very connected with our womb. Yes, in our womb, yes, if woman contact with the not correct man. Yes. So in her womb, especially if she has sexual relationships with this partner, yes, they have this cord channel connection, and through that a woman lose her energy. And this is sometimes is very dangerous, because if women don't purify, she becoming old very fast with a lot of wrinkles, yes, and without any energy, with depression, and she, yes, aging process, yes, becoming more faster.
Oh, wow.
You need to be very
Oh, I
attentive. This
Thank
is
you so much for that. That was so true. I really feel that that's the number one thing, to find your soulmate. There's a saying, it says you got to find your soul mate. So it's like really getting to know yourself too is the first step before manifesting the love of your life, or the right partner. Somebody had requested two questions. One said, how do you stabilize the root chakra? And the other question is, would we do a heart opening um, practice or meditation before we end the interview? So I thought I would just put those to you, because I thought that would be a good ending. Do you have any kind of like root chakra stabilizing practices that you want to share about?
which practices? I don't hear you. Can you say
Like
more
the root, your root, like this, your root energy, your like the root chakra, like what makes you feel grounded?
Muladhara chakra, the first chakra.
Yeah, first chakra.
Muladhara.
We call it root, but yeah.
Maybe yes. Oh, Muladhara chakra.
Yeah, Muladhara.
This is main. Yes, this is main. The first, the people need to wake up and start to work with this chakra immediately. Because if you will not work with this chakra, you will all the day will be with a very lazy, with a lot of laziness. The spirit of laziness will come and like push you to your bed. Yes, why people cannot like wake up in the morning? Yes, because this is spirit of laziness not don't allow people to wake up. And so my recommendation is people to wake up very fast.
Oh, in the morning? Like get right out of bed? Like in the morning when they get out of bed?
Yes, in the morning, yes, to wake up fast and start to dance.
Ah, I like this one.
Dance, yes, to make like in the very music in your alarm, yes, you can put the music very like with the rhythm, with a good rhythm, yes, and happy music, yes, which influence your emotions,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
and and you need to move. You can do some yoga exercises or dance, or you can do the like power exercises, yes, but it doesn't matter. You need to move, because if not, a lot of this, because when person wake up, a lot of dark forces waiting this person.
Oh.
Yes, because they waiting. Yes, don't wake up, don't go to running. No, it's not
Right. It's
necessary
like
for you.
talking to you like the devil. Stay in bed.
Yes. Yes, and you, oh no, don't wake up, because you are a very bad person, you don't have a goal. This
Right.
is like, it will be a very bad day. But yes, this is spirit waiting, and you need to like say no.
Yeah.
No, and start to be very active, yes, and start to celebrate this day. And this is effort, really, this is effort. And we always I live with my a lot of helpers when I'm traveling. Yes, now I'm in the United States, and here I have like around 10 helpers who help me. And this is like eco village. Yes, I create this, and some people come and go, and every day this is the practice, like in ashram. This is practices from the morning till the evening. They have a discipline, and this discipline helps people to be real people, successful people, and open with a mission.
Beautiful. Do you have a heart opening practice or meditation that you want to end with, and before we go? And also, I'd like for people to um, just at the end, I want to make sure that they all know where they can find you and reach you. And we just have a few minutes left. But if you want to share a heart opening practice, we had a request for that.
Yes, the first, yes, you need to, we need to awake our heart, yes. And for example, if people want to pray, yes, you cannot like suddenly start to pray. No,
Mhm.
you need to have an energy in your heart chakra. And like one of the like zero level methods, yes, is to concentrate on this chakra. And I want to show some mudra, yes, what people can do everywhere and every time where they are, and meditate with this. Yes, and this is like we connect our fingers, yes, and in this way, and you connect our, this is fingers of planet Venus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we connect with the Venus. This is feminine chakra, the chakra of harmony, peace, love. This is woman planet, and we connect with last fingers. Yes, this is Mercury. Mercury, this is the planet of connection, of relationships, to get good relationships. And with this mudra, yes, we make relationships with our heart, with our soul. Yes, because this is the first relationships what we need to create. This is with ourselves. If we can create relationships with ourselves, we can create relationships with everyone. And when you put this mudra, yes, in your heart level, yes, in your heart level, in this way, so when these big fingers connect Vishuddha chakra, our fifth chakra of creativity, individuality, yes, we like activate, and like fifth fingers on the heart. And so we make this like channel, and we will invite here energy. And in this way, you can close your eyes and feel inside of your heart like beautiful flower who blossoming now. And this is flower can be, everyone have a different flower, because some have roses, some have beautiful maybe mystic flowers which doesn't exist in the physical world. And feel how these flowers start blossoming, and all love what is hidden inside of you, what God gave you when you was born, it start to opening. And the first, feel how you start to love yourself. And let's 3 times, let's sing and activate our heart chakra with the mantra Illa. Let's do inhale. Illa. One more time, inhale. And one more time. And feel beautiful vibrations of your love inside of your heart. And now let's do deep inhale, and now open your mudra in the different side, and feel how you direct this energy of love to some person who needs help, or some situation what need help now. And let's send this energy to these people or situation, because when we share love, we receive 10 times more back. And let's 3 times again we'll sing this mantra Illa, and direct the beautiful light, green light of love, to the heart of this situation of the or the person. Let's do inhale. And feel how your beautiful energy of love connected the hearts of the people. And feel how you made something very important in this day. And now let's do deep inhale. And with your hands, start to hug and touch our beautiful planet, your country, your city. Feel and direct the beautiful energy of light to everyone and wish everyone to be happy, to feel love. Feel how you touch our planet. Feel how you touch trees, lakes, mountains. Feel how you touch different animals who living on our planet. Feel how you touch the beautiful planet, clouds, air, water, everything what exists on our planet. And all negativity going away and the paradise on our planet where all people love each other and support each other. And let's do deep inhale and hug yourself
Yeah.
and say, I love you, beautiful soul.
I love you, beautiful.
Thank you that you made this practice. You're so
Yes.
amazing.
So beautiful. Thank you so much for this amazing time together. I'm so grateful that we had this opportunity to connect and to share. And I'm going to put the links so anybody can get in touch with you. And also, this video will be on the Facebook and I'll share it on Instagram as well. But we're going to just make sure everybody has your website and your YouTube channel and they can connect with you to get more of your beautiful energy and the guidance that you have for everybody. So thank you so much for all that you're doing for the world. I really love you and support you and sending you so many blessings. So
Thank you
thank you.
for your amazing work. What are you doing for the people? I really respect these people who, in this life, choose to help others and make something useful for this world. Yes, thank you
Yeah,
very much. And always, I will pray for you in my prayers, and will send you the most powerful spirits that they can help you and support.
thank you so much. I love you. And hopefully anybody that's watching this, contact Shakuntali and she'll give you a session, some coaching, some shamanism, some healing, whatever you need. Go to her, she'll do it. And so go to her retreats as well. And I love you very much. Have a beautiful night, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste.
Mom.